Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Golden Bears ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Got it in the middle. It's Keem. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one.
Turning it on!
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. The Golden Bears offense will take the field for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of his team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the timing just a hair off. Now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to run it across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Up to 44 yards on the ground in the 1st quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Texas calls his campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Tagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Cincinnati looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for space to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That brings them to within 1.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Fakes to grab. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback now breaking the field. Crosses the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters today from there in Berkeley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
They'll open the second half with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on.
Turning it on! And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Pulls it in. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll try the outside to the left. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in route. But you got to find something to have success.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And you thought maybe in this 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He'll field the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Okay, ready? Get set, get set.
To the ground with the back. Across the 45. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the big fella, usually blocks, but has a nice little run and met by the strong safety. He's called the strong safety for a reason. Those guys are, oversized safeties that are really strong. They're usually strong tacklers. Did a good job getting the big fella to the ground. Just gave up a little too many yards.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's got it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are They have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Keene. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
35, Cal 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They go to the ground. Able to pick. couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Okay, ready?
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
3:25.
They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
42.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.